Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes while you're eating? That look, so gentle, so pleading, like it's whispering, just a bite. What harm could it do? And so, your heart softens. A piece of cake, a spoonful of yogurt, a slice of fruit that seems harmless. But what no one tells you is that some foods, even ones that look healthy, even marketed as healthy food, can actually kill your dog within hours. It's not because you don't care. It's not because you don't love them. It's just that no one warned you in time. And that's exactly why this video exists. To warn you before it's too late. So that no one ever has to say, "If only I had known sooner." In the next few minutes, you'll learn about 12 foods that may seem harmless but are incredibly dangerous for dogs, along with real stories you'll never forget. If you care for your pets like family, hit the subscribe button now. Future videos will help you avoid the common and often unknown mistakes most dog owners make. Let's start with something that might be growing right in your backyard. Wild mushrooms. They look natural, maybe even harmless. But to a dog, a quick lick or nibble during a walk can be deadly. Some species contain toxins that destroy the liver in hours. A woman named Kelly from Oregon once shared how her golden retriever, Max, chewed on a mushroom by the road. What began as a peaceful afternoon turned into a race to the emergency vet. Max survived, but many dogs don't. If you live near a park, woods, or even have a grassy front yard, please stay alert. Sometimes what kills a small life grows quietly right under your feet. More dangerous than wild mushrooms are the healthy products you buy from the store. You've heard of sugar-free snacks, right? But for dogs, these can be fatal. One bite of a cookie, a piece of gum, or even a spoonful of peanut butter containing xylitol can shut down a dog's liver. Xylitol causes their blood sugar to crash, leading to seizures, coma, and sometimes they never wake up. A small dog in Florida died after licking a sugar-free muffin that fell on the floor. The owner, a mom of 2, sobbed, "I just wanted to lose weight. I didn't know it would cost me my whole world." So if it says healthy for humans, double check. It could be deadly for dogs. Then there are things inside your own kitchen, like grapes and raisins. They're considered a quick energy snack for humans. But for dogs, just a few can cause acute kidney failure. A 6-year-old Labrador had to undergo emergency dialysis after accidentally eating half a pack of raisins from the dinner table. The owner kept repeating, "It was just a few grapes. How could I have known?" But the worst pain isn't the loss. It's the thought, "I could have prevented this." If you have small children or bake often, teach your whole family. Grapes and dogs should never be in the same room. Another danger hiding in everyday meals. Garlic and onions. These are staples in most Asian dishes, from stews to soups to sauces, but they contain compounds that destroy a dog's red blood cells, leading to anemia, weakness, and internal bleeding. What makes it terrifying is that symptoms don't appear right away. One young woman cooked a nutritious chicken stew for her dog, only to watch it slowly fade in the hospital a week later. Not because she didn't care, but because she loved too much. In the wrong way. And then there are accidents that happen in just minutes, but leave a lifetime of regret. Unbaked bread dough might sound harmless, but once ingested, it can expand inside a dog's stomach like a balloon, pressuring internal organs or even causing a rupture. And the yeast ferments, producing alcohol, meaning while you're just baking, your dog may be enduring both alcohol poisoning and excruciating pain. A grandmother from Kansas said, "I turned away for just 5 minutes to wash my hands, and I lost my littlest baby." It was unintentional. But some mistakes can never be undone. And if that sounds distant, here's something more familiar. Chocolate, found in nearly every celebration, birthday, or dessert. Who doesn't love chocolate, right? But for dogs, especially dark chocolate, it's a deadly poison. Theobromine, found in cocoa, severely affects a dog's heart and nervous system. Even a small amount can cause tremors, seizures, and a racing heart, like they're trapped in an endless nightmare. A 9-year-old boy once cried uncontrollably after learning that the birthday cake he made for his dog was the very reason it ended up on IV fluids for 3 days. To love is to give your best, but sometimes not knowing turns that love into danger. Think chocolate's bad enough? There's something just as dangerous and more easily forgotten: cooked bones. We all grew up seeing dogs happily chewing bones, but once cooked, bones become brittle like glass. If swallowed, fragments can choke, puncture intestines, or tear the stomach lining. A small dog in Texas chewed on a cooked chicken bone after dinner, something that seemed so normal. But by morning, it was on the surgery table, bleeding internally with no one realizing until it was almost too late. Don't let tradition give you a false sense of safety. What about fruit, the ultimate natural food? Behind the sweet flesh of peaches, plums, and apricots lie hard pits that can be deadly if chewed. These pits contain cyanide, a toxin that attacks the respiratory and nervous system. Even if there's no poisoning, their size can block the intestines. A silent killer if not caught in time. A golden doodle once swallowed a peach pit while playing in the garden. In just a few hours, it went from joy to emergency surgery. We love our dogs like our own kids, but we often forget. Their bodies aren't built like ours. And for the caffeine lovers, be warned. Coffee, energy drinks, even mint candies with caffeine must be kept out of reach. Caffeine gives humans energy, but for dogs, it's a violent shock to the nervous system. They shake, breathe rapidly, and their hearts race like they're about to explode. A husky puppy once licked less than 2 ounces of spilled energy drink and had to be rushed to the vet with a dangerously high heart rate. These accidents don't come from carelessness. They come from underestimating the danger. And when it comes to underestimation, few things beat protein bars or shakes. Marketed to health-conscious adults, these often contain xylitol, caffeine, or artificial sweeteners, all highly toxic to dogs. One woman shared how her pup had a seizure right after her workout. Turns out, it had chewed through a protein powder packet in her gym bag. What's convenient for us can be a trap for innocent creatures who don't understand artificial chemicals. Even something as wholesome as Greek yogurt can be a digestive nightmare for dogs. Though it's a superfood for humans, many dogs can't process lactose. Just a small spoonful can cause bloating, diarrhea, and hours of discomfort. One dog owner said he thought he was boosting his dog's digestion until he saw it curled up in pain, eyes pleading for help he could never forget. Yogurt may be great, but not for everybody, especially not the one you love most. And finally, one trendy food that seems healthy but isn't: edamame or raw soybeans. Popular for being low-fat and high-fiber, they're a human favorite. But in dogs, raw soy contains enzyme inhibitors that block protein absorption, causing vomiting, indigestion, and sometimes pancreatitis. Someone once spilled edamame salad on the floor, and hours later, their dog was violently throwing up. One small bean, one huge crisis. Because dogs don't need to eat like us. They just need to be safe. So there you have it. 12 foods you may have lovingly shared with your dog, not knowing that behind your kindness lay a deadly risk. It's not because you didn't care, it's because you cared too much. You wanted to share what you thought was best. But what's best for you isn't always best for them. Sometimes, love isn't about giving. It's about knowing when to say no. If this video helped you realize something, share it with a fellow dog lover. Hit subscribe, because every week I'll bring you simple truths that could save a tiny life. And if you've ever had a near-miss moment, share your story below. Who knows, it might save someone else from regret. Thank you for watching this far, and thank you for loving dogs with all your heart.